What's good, everybody? Welcome back to our video. Today, I'm actually gonna be looking over Clash Mini tier list. I'm not the best player, but today I'm going to be doing my own tier list based on my own experience. I don't have a lot of experience in this game, but certainly not the worst. So, first off, I want to start with heroes. Heroes, let's start with Monk. Okay, you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna actually start. I'm gonna add a row below and name it F. Okay, first S. S tier are minis or heroes that are absolutely broken. I'll go with Royal Champion first. Royal Champion is so nice. She just gets all the value. She is really compatible with the 3-star minis that are really good right now. She is just overall damage dealer, stunner. I heard she'll be getting a nerf very soon, and there's no straight up counterplay. And next we have Monk here in A tier. The reason why I don't put Monk in S tier is that there is actually counters to him, like Dissipate. There is like a Witch right here. There are like anti-heals, slows. That does not stop Row Champion, and he overall has one problem in the decks. You see a lot of those fisherman decks. What it lacks is one space. You really don't need that musketeer. Okay, next we have. I would put everything here. Okay, I would just put everything that suits in here. Okay, let's move this over here. So first we have Skeleton King. The only reason why Skeleton King is good right now is because the amount of isolation damage that it does and Dissipate. It's really good against Monk. It's also good against RC, but it's overall not a good. It's a good one itself. It needs early game to enable a lot of damage and able to make use out of his isolation. Otherwise, he's pretty useless. Next, we have Archer Queen right here. Archer Queen, why? Why Archer Queen and B? People think that she's weak. She doesn't have any HP. She doesn't deal any damage. The only reason why she's good is because she has a lot of team play potential. She matches really well with some 3-star elixir, 3 elixir minis like Bowler, Golden Giant, and Skeleton, and she can also go invisible, which counters a lot of minis. And we also have Shield Maiden. Shield Maiden has really good outplay potential with the 3-star elixir minis that are really 3 elixir minis that are really good in the meta right now. We also have its counters, which is Monk, which is really popular. And lastly, we have Wave Master. Why Wave Master is in B, people think he might be maybe a little better than the other 3 right here, is because he gets countered by Monk. And there is nothing for him to counter right now. Yes, Wave Master, he is good against DPS and stuff that he needs to stun, but overall, he does not help the team because the minis that are good right now are pretty isolated. And next we have Barbarian King. Barbarian King is good with 2 elixir minis, and 2 elixir minis are not meta right now. So we can't have Barbarian King in above the tier list, although he has a nice 3-star and he has nice damage. And at last we have Countess. Countess is really weak right now, low HP, requires a lot of energy, does not deal a lot of damage. The only good thing for Countess right now is only because of her backstab. She is usable. In most situations she cannot be used at all. Okay, so now we're gonna be looking after over two elixir minis. 2 elixir minis. Let's start with Archer. Archer C tier. Archer is good with Barbarian King. She attacks the backline. She used to be really OP, but right now she's not good for the reason because there are no good backlines, and she does not kill anything. She has low damage right now, considering that back then she has high damage, and she can't take anything out. Meta minis are like Bowler, Fisherman, Even Healing Ranger, she does not counter Healing Ranger because Healing Ranger has is able to out heal and out heal the archer's damage. And then next we have Barbarian. Barbarian in C, I mean in D. Barbarian is good with other two elixir minis like Archer and Spear Goblin, but right now he is just overall not good because the other things are not good. He itself is not a good damage dealer. It has low HP, and there is no point of playing him. And then the next two elixir mini, I would put him in A. Ice Wizard is A because he counters Monk, Skeleton King, a lot of minis like Wave Master and Countess. He's also really good against other meta minis like Mini P.E.K.K.A. or P.E.K.K.A. P.E.K.K.A. is pretty meta too. And he also has AoE damage, which is really good, and he's 2 elixir, really compatible. And next we have Miner. Miner in B. Miner is pretty weak without the Dissipate, but Miner is good with Dissipate right now because Healing Ranger is used everywhere. Musketeer is used in many decks. So is something like Electro Wizard, and of course Monk. Monk most importantly. And now we have another one, Skeleton Guard. Skeleton Guard in E. The reason why Skeleton Guard is in E is because his shield gives no value, and he requires a lot of elixir to make him good. He is not a good mini himself. He does not do any damage, does not have health, his shield is really weak, and he's not compatible in decks. And we have Spear Goblin in C. Spear Goblin is usually used in Barbarian King 2 elixir decks or Clash decks, but right now he only does 5 damage, and he does not kill anything because right now everything is so high HP. Like a bowler. Bowler has 12 at base HP, so he's not good right now. And then we have Knight here. I forgot about Knight. Knight is in C tier. Knight is good because of his mocking, but himself does not have good stars. You wouldn't upgrade him at all, and his base HP has fallen off. We have stuff like Bowler that's able to do damage, it has range and has good stars. Well, Knight has the same amount of HP, actually a little less, and it has no damage. It has no type of any other good stars, and itself is not good as a 2 elixir mini. And at last we have Wizard. Wizard is at C. I would incline him to the D, but he's still at the bottom of C. The reason why he's at C is because he is able to anti-heal. He does not do any damage. He used to do a lot of damage, but not anymore with his Ignite. So now he's pretty bad, and AoE does not do anything right now. And lastly, we have Swordman. Swordman is also C. The reason he's also almost dropping the D, but the reason why he's able to stay here is because of Wave Master. Wave Master is pretty good at lobbing him to the other side of the arena and do a lot of damage. So right now he is also pretty good because they reworked his main damage into 2 damage, 3 swings instead of 1 damage and a few more swings. So that he is able to counter something like Shield Maiden that is able to take 1 damage away from stuff. And it is overall burst more than a continuous damage. It also reduces the time of him swinging it and reduces his time of vulnerability. And let's move on to 3 elixir. 3 elixir, we have Bowler. Bowler at C. At S. So the reason why Bowler is so good right now is because he is able to compete with other 3-star that are really 3 elixir that are really OP. And his first star is really OP. His second star is really OP. His third star cleans up everything. Line comps like Healing Ranger, they're all gone. Arch Queen, they're all gone. All of the backline minis. He's the new Archer now. And he also has a really good base HP, base damage, base hit per second is 0.45. We can compare him to something like Golden Giant. Golden Giant has one more health, but he has a 0.3 hit per second, while something like Bowler has 0.45. So that is really OP, and he can do like 6 damage. With the Sauna, that's 12, which is equal to a P.E.K.K.A. But he is also able to deal to the backline and he has a much faster attack speed. Looking here, we have Dark Goblin. Dark Goblin, people might argue that he is A. The reason why Dark Goblin is not good right now because Healing Ranger is not compatible with other decks. Healing Ranger and Dark Goblin are together, always together. And right now, the reason why he's not good is because the meta is about Bowler. Bowler counters line comps, which has Healing Ranger in it. So right now, he's not very good. And Fisherman at A. Fisherman, why A? People in the low arena might ask, why Fisherman at A? So the reason why Fisherman at A, he's not RNG at all actually. If you have a brain, you put him on a tile, you're facing against Archer Queen, you're facing against Dark Goblin, and you're facing against Ice Wizard, then you basically win the matchup because he hooks and then they die to the other side of the arena. And his 2-star is really, really OP. It basically decreases the chance of RNG and can guarantee hooking anything. Next, we have Giant Skeleton. Giant Skeleton, I would put him in B because people think he's C, but he's not good himself because Healing Ranger is good right now. But the reason why I put him in B because Monk is always used, and Monk wastes his super on Giant Skeleton to get stunned and get damaged. He also has overall pretty good base HP. His bomb is not so useful anymore. It doesn't do much damage, and you won't upgrade him anymore. But he is good at him as himself. And we have Golden Giant also at B. People might think Golden Giant cannot be. Why would I put Golden Giant in with Giant Skeleton on same tier? People think that Golden Giant is much better, but actually, there are not many stuns in this game right now. If you think of RC, yes, he's good against RC, but he's not good against Monk. Yes, he's good against Bowler, but Bowler does not really attack him because Bowler attacks the backline. So right now, Golden Giant, not so good. I wouldn't put him in a higher tier. People might argue the back of A, the bottom of A, but I don't think he suits right now. He is, of course, still very usable, and he's used in most decks, but you usually won't upgrade him. You only would upgrade his 2-star, and sometimes he even loses your games. Next, we have Healing Ranger. Healing Ranger in A, the bottom of A. People think that Healing Ranger is really good because of line comps, but right now Bowler counters Healing Ranger, and Healing Ranger is overall really good, but at the same time she is not compatible because there are like Dark Goblin in a very not so good place, not like OP place. So right now, Healing Ranger is in the bottom. You don't see her in Monk decks. You only see her in Shield Maiden decks. Maybe some Skeleton King decks, and maybe some Archer Queen and Wave Master decks. But overall, she is not used as much, even though she is a really good mini on herself. Next, we have Lumberjack. Lumberjack is a little below Golden Giant. He has really good base HP, really good hit per second. His 1-star and 2-star are really OP. His 2-star is really compatible with Royal Champion. Himself is not good, but with other minis, he's really, really good. Next, we have Mini P.E.K.K.A. Mini P.E.K.K.A, people might think that he is A, but I would put him in S because he is really, really OP. His Dissipate, a lot of damage. And with the Pancaker, he's super OP. He's basically another hero. There is not much to say for him. And after that, we have Musketeer. Musketeer might be a little better, but I would still put her in B. The reason why Musketeer I put her in B is because she can stun, but herself is not good. She does not do good damage. She does not have health. She does not. She takes a long time to charge her super, and her super doesn't deal damage, but it pushes back, which is really good. And 2-for-1, the 3rd star is really, really nice. Musketeer herself is not good. She needs to be paired with Healing Ranger and Dark Goblin to push things away from the backline. And against Miner, but Miner is also not popular right now, so Musketeer I would remain her in B, although she has really good outplay potential. And after that, at last we have Valkyrie. Valkyrie in C. She's actually on top of C. She's not good herself as a 3 elixir mini, but she's really good with Wave Master, like the same reason as Swordman is good with Wave Master. The reason why Swordman is being able to stay at C is because of Wave Master, and so is Valkyrie. She deals a lot of damage, heals herself, deals damage, aerial damage. She's able to stack off other minis, so she is basically a big damage dealer when you lob it to the other side. But sometimes when the enemy they put like mini P.E.K.K.A in the middle, and then Valkyrie focus on the mini P.E.K.K.A and does not stack, she's pretty useless. And now we move on to 4 elixir stuff. First, we have Battle Healer, F tier. Battle Healer does not have any HP. She has one. I believe she has the same HP as a Golden Giant, but at the same time, Golden Giant is able to heal off stuns, and she only heals 3, and that's really bad. She's not compatible with any other hero. You would say something like Shield Maiden, but at the same time, Shield Maiden has Dark Goblin and Healing Ranger, and Battle Healer is really vulnerable. She's not able to deal any damage. She's good with tanks, but tanks are not good this meta. So right now, Battle Healer healing for 3 remains in F tier. We also have Electro Wizard. I would put him in B. People think that Electro Wizard is pretty bad because 3 stars are the meta right now. I mean, 3 Elixir are the meta right now. But Electro Wizard in B because he is actually pretty good himself as a base. Right now, they finally got him balanced. But himself is not good. He requires his stuns that are not really good right now. He's actually pretty good with Wave Master. He's pretty good with Skeleton King. He's pretty good with Raw Champion. He's really good with something like Archer Queen. He's a support DPS all in one. He's able to do a lot of stuns, compatible with Healing Ranger, and overall really good. After that, we have Magic Archer at C. People think that Magic Archer may be like D or B because he has low attack speed, low damage, low health for 4 elixir and does not have a good 3 star. But I would say I would put him in C because he can do damage. He's compatible with Healing Ranger, so we see a lot of different Healing Ranger outplays other than Dark Goblin. But overall, he's still a 4 elixir and he's not good. But he is still very, very broken for the fact that he can stack and do very high attack speed. After that, we have Mega Knight. Mega Knight at D. The reason why Mega Knight is at D because this meta is full of tanks, and tanks completely counter him. He also requires energy, which Mini P.E.K.K.A can counter him. Skeleton King can counter him. He's overall not good, and he does not create chances for Countess to do anything. He also has Mega Knight is also compatible with something like Dark Goblin, but Dark Goblin something like a damage dealer, but like a miner. But at the same time, they're not very good, and the meta is not full of like low HP stuff. And after that, we have P.E.K.K.A. P.E.K.K.A at B tier. Why P.E.K.K.A is at B tier is because he deals a lot of damage. He has 12 damage per second for 12 elixir investment. He is really, really OP, and she can have a lot of HP and do a lot of damage. But overall, she is not compatible with other minis. You don't see her in meta decks because she is not good with other minis. She's maybe better in Archer Queen decks, but Archer Queen decks also require other stuff like Guard and like Ice Wizard, which is good right now, but Musketeer and like other stuff. And he's pretty expensive. And then we have Prince at C. Prince deals not enough damage right now. He used to be really, really good for his control, tank, and damage, but right now he has mediocre HP. Mini P.E.K.K.A, something like Mini P.E.K.K.A and Bowler has the same amount of HP as does he have, and he's not able to do enough damage. 5 damage is not enough right now. We have stuff that are like 12 HP, base HP at 0 stars. So he's not able to do any damage, and Clash is falling off because the overall Clash is not good. But he's not the worst mini of all. He has overall good stats, just not enough. And then we have Royal Ghost at the bottom of C tier. Royal Ghost is not good for one sole reason, that he is not able to attack fast enough for him to go invisible again. So right now the problem with Royal Ghost is that he is not enough HP compared to other stuff. He cannot survive any stuns like Bowler against Bowler, and he gets chipped off by something like Mini P.E.K.K.A. He has really good outplay potential right now as a support, but not anymore as a DPS. And at last we have Witch, which is always really, really bad because Witch is always stacking off people's things. You might not see a lot of stacks right now, but Bowler counters her, Skeleton King counters her, Monk, even Monk counters World Champion, all of that counter. But the only reason why she's not in F, like Battle Healer, is because she is able to outplay other stuff in some situations. So that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this tier list video. I'm of course not the best player, but I came up with this tier list very, very soon in the end. So I hope you guys enjoy and watch my other deck videos that I have created, minis off decks off them. And I also hope I would make something like a deck guide in the future. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave like, subscribe. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.